for hosting everything.
We have with us from the University of Tampa outfielder Stephen Dezzi, head coach Joe Urso, and first baseman Nick Flair. Coach, if you would give us your thoughts on the game, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Brad Hankey came out and did a great job setting the tone for us and pitched a great game, pitching into the 6th inning. The offense, jumped out on top in that 1st inning, which I thought was great to try to get some momentum, especially with them being in the losers bracket, try to put a little bit more pressure on them. We did leave a lot of base runners in those first 3 innings. I felt like we had a chance to try to put the game away early, but their pitchers made some pitches and they made some plays to keep the game close. And then the big turning point for me in the game was that 6th inning where they come out, they throw up 2 runs, and we come right back in the bottom of the 6th and get the 2 runs right back. So they were trying to get the momentum from us, and we get it right back, and I thought that was the difference. And then Barrow, finished it off for us and did a great job.
Questions?
Stephen, going back to that 6th inning, after they had scored the 2 runs, they felt like they were back in it and had a little momentum. What was the attitude? What was the mood when you guys got back into the dugout, and how did that translate into the at-bats that that led to that big inning?
Yeah, I mean, like Coach said early on in the game, those first 3 innings, there was a lot of base runners out there that we didn't capitalize on. And then the energy was down a little bit, and it seemed like going out there and giving up those 2 runs, it kind of sparked people a little bit to go back and fight to not maybe win the inning or at least match what they did to keep us in it.
You guys didn't get the big hit that kind of blew it open there, but you did enough, and you being patient and taking a walk with the bases loaded. Could you go through that at bat and how big it was to not give away that at bat?
Yeah, I mean the plan there for me was the guy had a little bit of a run on his fastball. He threw me a first pitch for a strike. I saw it, had some timing, and I was just looking for something out over the middle of the plate. Didn't get it, and was able to draw a walk and get somebody in.
Nick, how much confidence does this team have now going through the regionals and now through the winners bracket here, and depending on whether who wins this next game, you may already be in the finals?
I think we're extremely confident. I mean, we've been playing well. Every win's a team win. We got some guys kind of beat up right now, so other guys stepped up today. I definitely think with every batter, we know he can get the job done. It's not one guy carrying the team. It's definitely a group effort.
It seems like, and I got to go back, but I know that the last game you guys jumped on a team early and got up, and I can't remember what happened in the first game. I think you did too against Pomona, but what is it about this team that you've just come out and been ready to play right away and got off to such good starts?
I mean, we know we need to score runs to win, and I guess we kind of had a theory going in. We don't really win too many coin flips, so we might as well score early if we can. Even if we win, we might get away. But I think if we're going to get hit first, I think we should score runs in the 1st inning. We got a bunch of fresh guys. First time seeing the pitcher, he doesn't really know how to get us out. So I think it's important to score early and kind of get that momentum swing.
I'm kind of dominating.
Coach, going with that. I thought the first hit of the game, Amaro hits the kind of short single in front of the outfielder. He runs to second, and it seemed to set the stage that you guys could run on them. I thought there were other running plays then that developed after that.
Yeah, I mean we had some opportunities. Amaro was aggressive there, and we ended up getting that first run because of his aggressiveness. But then we had some bases loaded a couple of times, and we would get 1 run. We just couldn't quite get the other runs across the plate.
Stephen, I asked Coach this yesterday, but as a player who was here on this team last year, how much does the disappointment and the lesson learned from last year here have to do with the resiliency of this team? Because against Pomona in that first game, you give up a run in the 9th, and that could really deflate a team, which came right back and scored 3 and won that game. Here, these guys, get back into this, and all of a sudden you come right back. How much does the lessons learned from last year have to do with the way this team seems to be made up?
I mean, there's probably 50% of our team is back from last year. So I mean, I don't think anybody forgets that bitter taste that was left in our mouths. You know, and it's something that you want to come out and the coaches give you a game plan. You try to jump on it early. I mean, that's why we were able to get that run in the first. You know, from there you got to get those guys back on track, and we were able to do that, score some runs, and now going into the championship, you know, you remember you want to jump on them early and take control.
And Joe, I've got to ask you, this is a team. The team you played today was picked 9th in their own conference at the beginning of the season. How impressed are you with that program and the way that team played against you and all week?
I mean, they were awesome all week. You know, they really go when their leadoff hitter goes, and I thought that was the key to Hankey's game today, was keeping him off base. And the one inning that they did get the 2 runs, it was because you know, he got a leadoff single on us in a 1-2 count on a slider. But I was very impressed with them. They played great all the way around, and they had an unbelievable closer. We were very fortunate to not get into a game where they had a lead to have a chance to go to him.
Any other questions?
You talk about Barrow's performance coming in and really closing the door on them.
Yeah, it was important for us, to not use him the other day after throwing a lot of pitches opening night. So he was fresh, ready to go. With the possibility of a 2 out of 3 starting tomorrow, I didn't really want to go to him that early. We were hoping to only use him for 2 today, but the situation with 2 outs and 2 guys on, we felt like the game was on the line there. He came in the 6th to finish off that fly ball and did a great job to finish it off for us.
Anything else? Thank you, Tim.